join you every Saturday between 12 and 1 at absolutely free for the ladies. And if you just walk in, welcome to Zoom. Between 12 and 1 at absolutely free for the ladies. Yes, let me turn that off. Welcome, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is RichelieuB. This is the meetup. It's 10 o'clock on Thursday, Small Friday, as they call it in the gully. Hello, people that are in the house already. Angelique, Creamer, how you doing? Talisha, my sister, how are you doing? There's Alistair Jean-Pierre, all the way from Australia, am I right? Oh, Warren Chinapper's in the house. What's happening, my brother? Who else is here? Calvin, Angelique. I said hello. There's 23 in the house tonight. We've reached 20,000 followers on the Facebooks, which is a big thing, I think. So in the spirit of 2020, everybody of the 20,000 needs to all send 5 Rand. Send 5 Rand to my number and we will get you some money back. Why can't you please play Fairy Tale? Strini Covenden, is it your first time in this room tonight? Because you're coming with requests, Brad. I'm not DJ Ishmael. But where you from, Strini? I'm just here to chat. That song that I was playing obviously was by Roland Alifon, who's from the sections. He's from Makali. Everybody knows Rolly. And I love that song because it's got the Zoom sound clip in there, so it takes you back. You know what I mean? All the way back to Club Zoom, the King Street Zoom, the one that was original, where we lost a few friends. Hello, Zaida. We lost a few friends there. I won't say I was furniture there, but I knew where the sticky spots were on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Hello, Francine. Welcome. How's your week been? I'll bring Mojack. I'll bring you in about 5 minutes. So I just want to find out, like, this week, Newlands has been quiet, because last week, the pastor, week before, Jub was in the gully fighting. The week before, like every week, Newlands has something to offer. This week, Newlands has been quiet. I don't know. Is it everybody? That means tomorrow or maybe Saturday, sometime this weekend, it's going to be lit. Something's going to happen in Newlands or something's going to happen in Wentworth, but it's definitely going to go on because we've been very quiet this week. Hello, Jerenice. So yeah, it's been raining. Or in Durban, if it rains, it's a big problem, right? Hey, Durban people don't play. When we have when we have shows in Durban, if it's a little bit windy or if it looks like it's might rain in 3 weeks' time, colored chicks are not gonna come. Nobody's gonna come. They're scared. So with that, you'll have been quiet. So now I've just been for me, the week has been weird because my bra or Neil Green, everybody knows Neil Green is my G. He's leaving the country, which is hectic because for me it's yes, bra. He's my we're never together, but we're always together, right? So now he's leaving the country. He's going over to a completely foreign land, where the people are going to speak a foreign language, and he's going to take his brain thing there, and hopefully he'll be able to make a pot, right? We went to that accident yesterday outside Fairvale. Yeah, there's something did happen yesterday. They're also busy. It's not also spinning a car and the car stolen, and it was sad because I watched that thing and they knocked the lights. And nowadays, that's the thing. The cell phone, like I've said, the next world war is going to be started by a screenshot, or it's going to be started Because you see, Trump is already doing that shit. Trump's already online, he's tweeting, Trump can start a world war with his phone, right? I think that's gonna be the next thing because cell phones are right there. They like these also spinning their car outside when so I saw the thing. It wasn't even spinning, it was terrible spinning. They were like those O's they shouldn't get popped. They should because they should just hold him and trash them. That's it's a shambok hiding. That's what they need. They need to be brought to book. But they're not. It's a very sad thing. Like I can't imagine as a parent like seeing that thing like where your child's supposed to be at school and now there's some idiot and not even doing proper things. You know what I mean? He's doing absolute hogwash, and then he takes out your child. Now your child's in hospital. You must. Hey, but it's a sad thing to see. So yeah, you did do something. You did do something. Like for me, all I've been able to track now is the church people are fighting. The church people. So it's now the pastor got involved, and then now the people from the church are all jumping for the pastor, and then they're attacking the pastor's family, and so it's gotten all messy. But weirdly enough, I've the algorithm, right? The algorithms bring random things to things that might not even interest you, right? So the algorithm brought this whole pastor story into my being now. So I'm watching the fight between the pastor's family and the other. Not even people are in the church. It's weird to watch church people fighting because they hello Shanas, they fight each other, right? So they say like all these things like, yeah, remember when your father did this, and remember when your father did that, and remember, and then at the bottom of all that, when you finish fight, then you say, bless you, sister. I'm like reading all these things. I'm like, all these fights end with bless you, sister, or Godspeed. I'm like, bruh, you're fighting. There's one section there where they're threatening each other with hockey sticks. They're threatening each other with hockey sticks, and then they finish threatening each other with hockey sticks. They say, and just have a blessed day. I'm like, yo, bro. I'd rather be out there. I'm a swearer, and I'm like, if you're a threaten, you're not a threaten. So yeah, this week I got a dope guy on. This the brother I'm about to bring on. He's done a lot. Since I've met him, he's done mad shit, and he's one of the people that have when I came to Joburg in 2010. So when I landed in Joburg, for me it was a culture shock, right? Because we were used to different things in Durban. Like Thursday, when I left Durban, Thursday was a normal day. When I came to Joburg for the first time, Shana's bless use the new fuck you. That's true. I'm gonna start saying that. I'm gonna start using it like if someone cuts you off in traffic, just open the window and when the person looks over like what? Just look at him in his eyes and say, you know what, my man, bless you, brother, bless you. Blessings on your day, blessings on your life. Godspeed. I don't know what they also know they have also some good closes. The church people have good closes. Yeah, it's also the church that opened that you can bring. You have to bring a 6-pack of Savannah. I read about that today. You have to bring 6-pack of Savannah to church every Sunday. But that is a sense of you knew your 6-pack of Savannah. The first thing you do after church is like create a better top. Anyway, I digress. So I'm happy to be. It's October, it's my birthday month, so it's gonna be happy months for me. And like I said, the guy that I'm about to bring on now, he was one of the original dudes that when I first came to Joburg, he's one of the first 4 people that I met, and did a lot of crazy shit together. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to speak about it because that's what this is about. This whole thing is just about you'll know what it's about. So whoever's here for the first time, Wakai, welcome. Whoever's coming again, and I can see you in the house. Thanks for coming. Hello, Andrea. Hello, Jeremias. The comments will keep coming. We'll just keep the flowing with the conversations. I didn't have time to download an introduction drum roll shit thing for this, but I'm just gonna say I'm gonna do the myself. So, ladies and gents, this guy, like I said, he's done a lot of shit. He's gonna tell you about it, I'm sure. This makes a noise for my boy from the bottom of the screen. It's Mojack Lehoko.
Hi, hello. Hi. Damn, I wasn't ready. I was like, it felt like I was at a urinal. Then they were like, "And your next guy," and now my penis is caught in my zipper. Figuratively, figuratively.
Your figurative penis. How you doing, brother Mojack?
I'm good. Just enjoying poverty. No, I'm doing okay. Can you hear me? By the way, I've got a weird setup going on.
I can hear you clearly, bro. You can maybe
Uh,
up the volume, but I can hear you clearly.
Up the volume. I'll try to tweak. How's that? Am I sounding better?
Yeah, hundreds,
Okay,
100%.
cool. I'm just at home, It's been such a weird last 6 months. I don't know for the people who are tuned in how it's been for you, but it's been really strange. Um And I was just thinking today, like, you ever been so distracted you put like salt and pepper in the freezer? Like that's what I've been doing for 6 months.
I read that shit.
Messy.
Like that's literally been my entire life, bruh. Do you know? Do you know, like in a house when like when teaspoons go missing, they blame the helper and that type of shit. Like I
Yeah.
used to throw the fork in the bin. You know, like when you go, you got the bones and you got the spoon. Like I'll throw the spoon in the bin. I'll have the bones. I'm like, ah, fuck. I'll just join everything together. I'm like, just in the bin. It's gone.
Yeah, I've had a
um,
lot of that of like just looking for my keys forever and they're like in my pocket. I'm just like, who does this? Who hides a grown man's keys? And I had them the whole time.
so you started leaving out. How long did you start? When did you start leaving home? I know did I see you on TV? I saw you on the thing. What's wrong?
What show was I doing? I was on that was a pre-record. That was an old show we were doing, Family Feud, but that's an old recording. But bro, I've been at home, dude. Like I I do not leave the house. Someone asked me to do a gig recently, and I said to them, "Hey, man, I'm not really going outside, so I'm not fully ready to be back into the real
Exactly,
world."
bro. So
Yeah,
okay, so you haven't gone outside and done any of the outside things at
I mean,
all so far.
I just go for work. That's the only thing we're working on this Cast a Light show.
Oh yes, you're doing
Um,
that.
Yeah, and that's about it. But yeah, man, I was so scared when this whole thing started. Like, I was just super scared when this all began, and I'm still not sure. Like, I see people like out sharing hubblies, then I'm like, what a horrible way to die
Dude,
from
it's
from
like
from an apple flavored hubbly. Unbelievable.
and then they're gonna smoke hubblies at your funeral. Like, this guy.
Yes, it's just like in his memory, two pulls there.
Yeah, because I also been noticing that because I actually was fine. Like today, I was thinking like, did the world open? Then I went online to like, let me check, is the world
Mm,
open? Because I checked, I was doing comedy. They're taking
yeah.
photos in bunches. I'm like, bruh, okay, I see what you're doing there. We all that's our trust, right? Because I trust you, you my friend. I trust
Yes.
that you're not gonna kill me.
I mean, to be honest, that's a bad way to live your life, Richelieu. To trust other people to to keep you safe. I've given up on people. If I could, I would go to Pick and Pay in a hazmat suit, but like two of them on, just to be like, and
Bruh,
then dip myself in like all kinds of Dettol and stuff when I get
yo,
home.
finally
But
someone that's on the same level as me, bruh. Because
yeah,
like most of the people that are listening over here now, Wakai Maki, most of the people listening over here now are from Durban, right? And
mm,
they have been just doing their own thing for the longest time, right? They like from
yes,
level what I don't even remember the levels now. Was five good or bad? Five was the bad one,
bad.
right?
That's tough.
Yeah,
That's tough times. Yeah.
I think there's so five was a bad one, but Durban they just stayed on level two or one,
What do
whatever
you
they were.
mean? Is
They
this
didn't do
true,
anything.
people of Durban? Did you guys
they,
just do your own thing?
they didn't care, bro. People were getting like this COVID thing in bunches, like the whole like, like it's the
But you know,
hubbly.
something's rich. You must just do in bulk. Like just macro, groceries,
Yeah,
COVID.
yeah,
Let's just do it as a group. We save, we get a discount, and we keep it moving.
yeah. We call it the I don't know, call it the hubbly effect. So like I thought you were out though because I saw you were out. I
Mm.
saw you on set somewhere and I assumed that you were out. Um, in some. Can you see the comments, bro? Or
I
you,
can.
or
I can see, and Andrea says, seriously, only in South Africa they're behaving like COVID on vacation. I mean, you guys, we've lived here all our lives. The thing that's
yeah.
crazy about South Africans,
Do you need this
Andrea,
coffee?
is that we're always shocked by each other's behavior.
Give me
We're
one
just
second.
like, we've been doing wild things forever. Then we're like, unbelievable. Look at
Yeah,
these South Africans being crazy.
yeah.
Andrea,
Where
that is our DNA.
where are you, Andre? You're starting to get back into South Africa. You must be like where? Where?
Andrea's in Lesotho. Shame.
Yeah, it's just at
You're
the
you're stuck.
border.
You're still stuck in South Africa. I'm
Um,
sorry, Andrea.
wait,
I'm sorry,
I have to
Andrea.
play
Andrea.
I have to play a song now, bro. There's a burning smell happening in my house right now.
What?
Yeah, I know. This is very weird for me too. Um, Let's choose a song. Let's choose a genre. What you feeling like right now?
Hey man, let's do some R&B, dog.
Some R&B. All right, I got you, fam. But then when you say R&B, you thinking, I don't know, The Weeknd. I don't know who's these people. I'm thinking Silk, Shy, Jodeci, right? So
I'm thinking, bro, and Aretha Franklin, Anita Baker, dog. Hit me with some Anita Baker. If you've got. I know that's a deep time.
Definitely got. What you mean, bro? We don't even think about it. I'll be back in a minute.
Salute.
Stay with me, and you will see my arms. You, baby, never leave, 'cause I believe I'm wrong. Sweet love, tell me darling, you're mine. I can shake my love. Sweet love, don't you ever come away. It'll always be this way. Your heart is gone. To you, I will be all that you need. Just trust in what we're feeling. Never leave.
I hope you guys can't hear me singing, because that's awkward.
Sweet love, tell me darling, what's your name? I feel no shame, my love. Sweet love, don't you ever come away.
Can you guys still hear me while the song's playing?
There's no stronger love in this world.
Oh no! You can hear the whole time.
I'm your girl. I'll never go. Wait and see. Can't be wrong. Don't you know this is where you belong? My sweetest dream, I'm lovely, baby. Stay right here.
Oh, I should have muted myself.
Here I will be. All that you need. Never leave, 'cause baby I believe in this love. Sweet love, tell me darling, what's your name? I feel no shame, my love. Sweet love, don't you ever go away. It'll always be this way. Sweet
Nick Baker with love, sweet love. You're tuning in late night radio with myself, Mojack and RichelieuB. Wow, we're taking you to the romantic repertoire. Find somebody you love, somebody special, hold them tight. All true, but not love, sweet love.
So bad. Yo,
Fam,
I
I didn't know my mic was still on. So I sang along, and I'm sorry to everyone who heard me sing. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to ruin your night. I'm really sorry. That was my mistake.
So there was but our heater. So I got the lights in another room, and the heater did the things, and it started burning there in plastic.
What?
How's it can say funky? Yeah, bruh. There's that plasticky burning smell just came through the doors here, so I had to go. Myself, thanks for the concern. I've managed to avert. I put
Is everyone okay? Is everyone okay? Because now we're carrying on like nothing happened. We're just like,
it's hot in here.
Yeah, it's just like,
got the smoke effect.
I'm feeling the AC. When did we get AC?
Yeah, bro.
Rich, can I tell you something? You just reminded me of something. When I was in school, I don't know whoever's watching. Did you guys ever put your school clothes on a heater to warm them up before you put them on?
Right.
You ever do that?
Yeah, it's a Joburg thing, but in Durban it's too hot though. But yeah.
Okay. Well, in Joburg winter's incredibly cold, so I would put my school shirt on the heater to get it warm, right? But one day I put it on and then I walk away. Also, don't ever put clothing on a bar heater. I think you know where this is going. So I disappear. I come back. I'm like, what's that smell, dude? I lift my shirt and there's 3 rows, 3 charred Adidas things through the back of the shirt. But now I go, if I tell my mother, I'm going to catch such a hiding before I've even gotten to school. So I just put the shirt on with those burnt marks in them. It was the itchiest day I've ever had in my life. And everyone was just like, who's toasting food here? And it wasn't food, it was me, in every lesson. Sorry, I just remember that. It was such a mess.
That's the thing, bro. She knows I am sweating. I just ran around the house. I averted a fire. I moved my kids to a safe room. I did a lot. I got myself something to drink. So I even did some brand placement.
I like that.
But I'm safely back. But also, bro, because I also do that thing where I put the shirt over there, and it also does get scary. I was we used to go to these camps, right? When you were lighties, not lighties, but teenagers, whatever. Sure. And so we'd make these bonfires, bro. And the one day we were standing there by this bonfire, and so everybody's vying for attention. So everybody's trying to tell their story. But we made these massive bonfires. I'm talking about your 2 meter, 3 meter high boys. And it's also not throwing twigs, it's throwing logs in, right? And if you throw a log in the fire, it doesn't just burn. The flames leak around it.
Yeah.
It starts leaking around it. And there's one bride here. He's from Newlands. And for the purposes of the story, his name shall remain Calvin Paris. He wants attention, right? So he's standing in front of the fire, back to the fire, right? And he's trying to gesture to get some clothes, trying to get some attention. And while this is happening, he's got a long jean, he's got a long red jeans. I'll never forget, bro. And his pants starts burning in the corner, right?
Yeah.
He's on fire. So there's another bro.
On fire is a phrase you hear figuratively. That's why that's so funny.
But now there's one brother that can see this, right? Damien Tams, my dog. So he's standing on the side and he's trying to get his attention. And he's going slowly at him. He's like, yo, my man. Yo. Bruh. XA. And then looks like everybody's so excited. They looks always like your pants is on fire.
Oh man. Wow.
When but now the pants just blood literally erupted into this massive.
That's crazy.
And when in the emergency situation, you don't stand and wait for help. You run off. So he runs off into the bush in these burning pants, and everyone's running off him, trying to help him. And it's all standing there, and he's like, he came back. While he's in the bush, right? He obviously put the fire off. And he cut his pants into this hot. He cut both the legs off, and he came out to push it hot pants. He just went into a pair of hot pants, and he comes back to this day. But when I see that, I'm like, there's the that pants was on fire. I didn't even know.
That reminds me of NBA Jam. Did you ever play that basketball game?
Yeah, bro. That's the one.
Then it's he's on fire. That's what I thought of when you said your guy in the camp, his pants were aligned. That's so wild. How are you, man? How are you doing, bro? It's been a while.
Yeah, bro. I'm alright, dog. I've been kind of doing the sideline bits, just trying to keep myself afloat, just trying to wait. Because I've been like you, waiting for life to be normal. And I'm getting frustrated with the thing that's not coming out, right? It's come on, bro. And I've seen things are happening, and I'm like, come on, let things happen. So I'm trying. So also I possibly starting the things that I started doing at the beginning of the year. Now I'm starting to kind of revisit them, just to try and get back into yo. But I remember we were starting a gig, or remember the thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
Because we're at the stage now where most of the shit we do is our own. You know what I mean? Like our podcast, I had a podcast with Kinsey over there. The podcast now also became kind of dead because it's hard to do the thing. You know what I mean?
Sure. In person.
Yeah, but other than that, I've been chill, bro. I just been hanging out, waiting for Christmas. Like I'm just ready. I'm ready for the prime meat, bro. I'm like, let's just call this thing off and carry on.
Trifle. This year you're gonna see trifle like you've never seen it before. This is like the revenge of the trifles. December 20. Yeah, just like it's like, why is there more trifle than meat? What the is going on over here?
Hey, bro. For me,
gonna be lit.
Potato salad is my thing, bruh. For Christmas, potato salad, like I go and I taste potato salad wherever I go. That tells me how lucky this bruh is. Before I even eat the meat, if you look at the potato salad and it's got that watery mayonnaise, but you can still see the potatoes through the mayonnaise. You know that's not the one.
Is that okay? That's quite interesting. Like how, and maybe to everyone watching too, how do you tell what thing do you eat at a place? Then you know it's gonna be dope or it's gonna be whack.
Yeah.
Because I remember people used to have like Viennas and cheese on a toothpick. Then you're like, yo, man, put this in between two slices. Stop this. This is not the place for cheese and Viennas. This is inappropriate.
That's it, bro. My parents used to do that. So their friends are over there to have like things like it's always like, and because you know, like when the people come visit, they're always doing crazy shit like that. Like
Sure.
that, like when we're all chilling at home, we're not having the Vienna's cheese and those green onions, red onions. I don't know what's those little things.
Sure.
That was top end for colored people, bro. If you check that thing when you walk in house, you're like, this place is lit.
Wait, what do you mean? What the green?
The green boy, a piece of cheese and a piece of Vienna with a toothpick through it. It's a party. It could be a wedding, this, bro.
No, you lie. If somebody catered that to my wedding, I'd be upset. I'd be like, what did you do with the rest of the money? What kind of shit is this? That's so wild.
That was legit, bro.
I feel you, man.
So let's talk about when I first came to Josie. Remember, so you were like one of the first. I knew Robbie. Robbie was like kind of the guy who brought me into like the world, and then it was you. Who else was there? There's you. Basically, it was you, Mapani. Okay, there's other guys on the side, right? Chris Mapani, Pop-Pops. Who was it? It was Soles Mo. And others were kind of stayed outside of Joburg. So you were like the guys that I kind of managed to see all the time, and you'll introduce me to. Because for me, it was a culture shock, bro. Coming out of because Durban, there was like I started doing comedy in 2007, and I left Durban in 2010. So 2007, 2008, 2009, the gigs I did were the gigs we planned. We did our own gigs. Like there was no
like laughing stock stuff.
Yeah, that was it, right? There's no other room for us to play, really. And then when I came to Josie, Robbie was like, yo, you can go here on a Wednesday, or you can go Thursday, you can go there, and we can go to Boxburg, and we can go to like the underground, and we can go to Melville, and we can go. But for me, I was like, no, this is bullshit. This is not happening. But then I thought about it, like Pure Manati show had already come out of the city.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Things had already been going. Chris Forrest was already a thing.
Yes.
Eugene Cause was already a thing. Also already, and we got here. I was like, yes, right. Then we started a movement, you remember?
Yes. What are you talking about? Young Funny.
Young Funny.
For those of you who don't know anything about me, I'd like to let you know I've failed at many things. Just if there's one thing you must know about me, I've taken many L's in my 10-year career.
Young Funny was the first. Young Funny, we had a meeting. That's when it all fell down at the first meeting, right? Because we had like a lot of planning. We're gonna do these shows and we're gonna do these skits and we're gonna push, and this is the thing. And then we're like, let's have a meeting and to do we did like a strat meeting, and then at the meeting it just went balls up. If nothing came out of it, was fighting.
I have to say, to the people like who don't know what comedy is like, I think comedians always gravitate towards each other. I think people who have similar interests, DJs hang out, accountants, I guess, hang out. I don't know what. Chanel's couldn't cope with Joburg. Joburg is hectic. But that's why when you find people that are like-minded, you gravitate and you want to create something with them. And Young Funny was this comedy collective. That was the idea, at the time. Young Money was the big, big kind of hip hop crew, and the idea was to create this super group of talented people and take over. But I don't know about you, but I've learned as you get older, man, ego when you're young is such a hectic thing, man. I think ego stops a lot of great ideas, and I think we were all big personalities who had big ideas, I think, who believed in our own ideas, but when people just want different things, that's hard to wrangle. Comedians is like wrangling cats, dog. And so what you refer to is basically at the end of this group coming together, one day we were trying to decide our future and our fate and where we were going. And it ended in a meeting at Cool Runnings in Melville. Me, you, the people who know Pop Pops, Robbie Collins, Tall Ass. We had a photographer, Tony Jordan Hellenberg. Sviso Kanyile was there with his wife. And it was just ugly. Guys, think of a reality show where it's just like drama. Last episode, and everyone was cursing each other out. I think even another friend of ours, Alvin, was there, who wasn't even a part of the crew.
Alvin got into a fight with Pops because you were chirping the meeting.
It was so weird. It was, but yeah, man, Joburg is a hectic city, man. And I'm from here, so I kind of was a little bit more ready for its bizarreness. Yeah. But this is a tough city, I think, for anybody, not just people who come from out of town. I think even for the people who are born and raised here, it can be quite intense,
Yeah. Because for me, this is my second time. I came to Joburg in 99, 2000. I stayed here for 2 years, and then it was literally too much, we came up with the saying, you must get to Joburg, don't let Joburg get to you. Because
that's good.
Because that's what happens. As we were harvesting Durban people. We stayed in Berea, and the building was only Durban people, bro. And come in, you'd see them coming in, and you'd see them on the road, on the street, getting turned up all the time. And then my guy's broke, he's on drugs, he's going naked in life. I'm gonna play another song now.
Okay, cool. No, I was gonna say, but to your point, the thing about moving to a bigger city is just know what you're going to do there and stick to that. If you're gonna go be a carpenter somewhere, just don't let anybody go, hey, let me show you this place. Go to work, come back, because there's too many nice things here. There's problems everywhere.
Too many, bro. So I hope Kenza is still listening. Before I play the song, everyone that's listening to this right now, I want you to go on your phone, click share, because you don't share, you'll just sit here this is a one-on-one. Click share, let the people know that we are. This song here, and let me play it and then we'll discuss it, right? You tell me what you think about it. There it goes.
Yeah. You like some pancake, wobble wobble to the floor. Ooh, you got it. I see it from the front. You right, I want it. I'm trying to beat it up for sure. I'm back enough to make you come back to me. So cutie, let's ride until the sun comes up over my shoulders while you scream out hallelujah. Back in 2 years where I'm hitting, we flip it like I'm a sutra. Fuck them. The head that you pop in it for a shooter, not your sugar, but I'm sweet with the D and you got that cooler. Hella juicy with the booty. I'm drooling for Miss Patootie. Tell your friends that you're cool and let's cruise to where we can do it. You get on it on some ratchet, spanking, clapping maneuvers. Let them sue us, we won't stop until we through. It's like the whole world rocks when you walk on by. Ain't hit the blunt yet, but you got me high. I'm thinking to myself, how'd you get so fly? I backslide for your backside. Wobble, 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 make that thing shake. Girl, I'm finna eat you like some pancakes. Wobble, 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 drop it to the floor. Drop it low. You know daddy coming back for more. We gon' chill, we gon' flex, we gon' drink, we gon' sex, hit the bank, then we fucking shit up all night. We gon' chill, we gon' flex, we gon' drink, we gon' sex, hit the bank, then we fucking shit up all night. Oh, you got that fire, girl. Touch your buttons like a lighted girl. Yeah. Ain't nobody getting you high, girl. Hit it once. Swimming your waterfall of desire, girl. I put the work in with purpose, bursting your damn walls. I let it rain while the service stuck into you, crawl. I pretty nifty when I be womb shifting tools. Yeah, so deep in this pippin', call me the new Bishop Don Juan. Light the spliff and watch you get you some. My tongue action cracking till you come. Aw, son, leave us smoking off of the shotgun. Jaw kill that booty and it's just round one. Wobble, 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 make that thing shake. Girl, I'm finna eat you like some pancakes. Wobble, wobble, drop it to the floor. You know daddy coming back for more. We gon'
We back. So
Wow. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that song was about having sex.
I don't know. So that was for those who don't know it yet. That was Ken Say Funky. Makan Howard Daniels, what you say, my dog? Which is this guy? Ken Say. Oh no, that's Shanaz. She couldn't cope with the
wow,
lighter.
Shanaz, is that you? Oh snap, Shanaz.
And that's Etienne. I'm looking for Ken Say. His name's just moving. Where is he? There's he. Have a podcast. Again, busy. That's him. That's him, and it's his song. And I was trying to. When I'm listening to the song, I was like, because I saw him posting the other day that his vrouw made pancakes at home.
Yes.
I saw that post.
Yes.
Then I was thinking something went on with those pancakes there.
Oh my god.
Maybe you're just looking at those pancakes in like a different. Maybe had a different feeling within, you know.
Yes, like the album's gonna be called Buffet. Every song is like a different like. Then I saw a cucumber, and then it's like, no man can say we are eating, man.
Just gonna change up the whole food spectrum. Like, yo, I've got some kiwis.
Kiwis, I mean, you know, that's interesting because they got a bit of fuzz on them. Okay, I've gone too far. I'm sorry.
You've fallen into the trap.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
So I've never heard of you is your story, right? I don't know what's your story. How did you, because I know when I got to Josie, you were in comedy already.
Sure.
And I just took your bio to see you started 2009, which is like the year before I got you. Sure. And you, because I met you, I was like, I saw you and I heard you like your tone and your command of how you speak and like, you know what I mean, just your command of English and the way you put it out there. I'm like, this knows how to play chess at least.
You're so right.
The minimum required is this is a chess. I'm looking for like I grew up at like nobody would speak proper. Not even my English teacher speak proper. Like, and you're like the first person that was chilling and just talking proper. Like, I'm the most proper speaker.
Well, I mean, I think it's just like Joburg public schools. You know, I went to Greenside and I went to St. Catherine's and then Northcliffe. So yeah, they put you know what, man, those schools are like really white. And you didn't want to be making mistakes around those white people just because there weren't enough other black kids to back you up. So my command of English is a survival mechanism. It's not in any way intended to create status. I was just like, I'm sick and tired of these white kids.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
preposterous one.
Yes, yeah. I'm vexed, Jonathan, that you could not bequeath your seat to me. It's
proper jock vibe. That's what I got. I was like, this, like, but you like your vibe and like you sound like those jock type dudes. Like I know you now, so I can't hear it. You know what I'm saying? But when I first met you, I was literally only used to Durban people, like even like Joburg colored people, all the different type of like accents. They were all like yes, bro. Like Joey Resti. I was like, what is going on with this, bro? Why is he talking like this the whole time? Does he let up? Is this the thing? And then you were like, just like, yo, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But the thing is like, now I know it. Now I know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I mean, that's fascinating about like Joburg is you hear a lot of different things. Your ears like learn to tune into accents a lot quicker than I think in other places, just because, and also like living in black townships, it's like some people speak Sesotho, some people speak Zulu. Then you go to school with like Oaks, but then there's also like, yeah, my name is Yaku, and then you're like, what the f- is that? And then you just like, so basically you're just like tuning in on a wireless, and eventually you've like programmed the stations. That's the best way to put it. You know, like when your radio scans and then sometimes it stops at a station.
Right,
Then
right.
you basically just program, and then you're like, I understand now. I see. We're playing in the gully. I see what's happening here, friends.
That's because that's the thing about you, right? You like those who are listening. Mojack has kind of learned how to do the colored the Durban slang type of a thing. So that's how we entertain ourselves for hours, right?
Well, I don't do accent, but I do like learning
But
like
I mean the
lingo.
lingo, sorry, the lingo.
Yeah, accents is not like. Oh, I used to do a joke where I go. Someone used to say to me, "How come you don't do accents anymore?" And I go, "Hey, take it easy, man." And they were like, "I don't ever do an accent again. If that's how you behave, we're better off without this nonsense."
So like I need to put you on with the slang. What's your best? What's the best ones that you know from Durban? Like
Sure.
playing in the gully is the dope one.
Of course, I know like basics. The what kind, a wetty, to viposi, matcha, money. What else we got? Yeah, but now I'm just mixing up in my head. Like Medi came up. I'm like, that's mad.
It's the wrong
That
one.
might be Joburg. That might be Joburg. Like Medi in like Zulu. What else? What else is like Durban?
The vibe.
Over. That guy was over.
Over.
What else? Fuck, I can't remember them now. I need to be put back in the environment.
Yeah,
Put
yeah.
me
You're
in
not spending enough time with me. You're getting out of the loop there. So we got our first TV gig together, right? We used to do remember the LOL show, Abajlali?
Yes,
That was
I
us.
remember that. Yeah.
And but if you forget it, it's on TV right now. You can go check it out. We there. So we did that, and then you actually won the roast battle, bro. That's not publicized as much as like for me. If I'm within 10 meters of a place, it gets mentioned that I won the roast battle. It doesn't get mentioned as much with you. Is it because you don't like to claim it, or what? What is the vibe?
No, I'm surrounded by haters. No. Yeah, I think, man, it's a thing I've been thinking about, like, as people of color, like, hey, people have told us to be humble for too long. And it's actually bullshit. We're slowing all of ourselves down, because no,
Yeah,
but for real, like to everybody watching, like that humble shit is boring. If you achieve something, you must tell everyone at every
right,
opportunity. If
right.
you get a promotion at work, tell people for 2 years. Even at your new job, tell them about your old promotion, just so they know you are. But I think, yeah, man, I don't know about you, but I'm constantly focused on the future. So sometimes even acknowledging the present is something I don't think about, because I'm like, what's next? What's the next gig?
Right, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but like I know it, and sometimes that's enough for me. But I think we should all kind of be more vocal about our accomplishments, and like just,
Yeah, but for me, when I get introduced, they'll mention that. Oh, what did you win, bro? Did you win anything for winning the roast battle?
I mean, shit, I got paid the same money as the finalists. Nothing happened there. It was
Let
like,
me show you what I won. So yeah, I keep it here
don't
as a stock reminder.
let's
I
see.
won a trip to New York. Oh, let me start all this. I'm just gonna scroll it across so you can read.
It's all good. It's all good. It's a big ass. Is that a check? Is it a check? Oh, it's a ticket. It's a ticket. Ah, I did not get that. So
That is
this
to
is all.
New York. You know who
But
accepts this ticket?
nobody,
Nobody.
nobody accepts. The framing companies
You
accept
look
it.
how close I keep it close to remind me of the accomplishments that I could have had.
Dude, you know what happened the other day, bro? My SAFTA award certificate is on the floor here somewhere. I keep seeing it and forgetting to. Should I get it quickly?
Get it, bro?
It's on the floor, like by the platform.
Wobble wobble, let that ass shake. Something about a pancake. Yo, can say. You got me with that one, but that's an earworm that I don't want to have.
Look at
Oh,
this.
there we go. There's this after. It's a film and TV. This is a
Oh,
big one.
I don't know. It's for
Stuffy.
now for comedy writing. But so I saw it and I was like, I should probably put that in a safe place. Then I was like, it doesn't matter. But I think I must get it framed. And we lost, and I don't like losing. So I'm not.
Okay,
I
so
hate, yeah, I hate
it's
losing.
it's a runner up with you, but it's there, right? You got a Sama nomination.
Signed by
Okay, bring
John
it
Gunn. But
bring it in, bring it in. Oh, Bantu Hour, season 1. Script writing. There we go.
so Dr. Gunn is name. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I mean, it's just
Hey, where's
sitting
mine
there.
like that?
I don't know. It's like, my degree sits in the next room. And the one day I was recording a video and I was like, oh, fuck, there's my thing. I don't use it. So it doesn't, it's kind of useless, man.
Yeah, because remember we started doing improv. We did improv a lot. Remember we were doing improv on stage.
Yes.
Do you miss that, bro?
Improv.
Yeah, improv itself. Just
I
that
miss
life. You remember that life?
I do. Guys, back in the day, we used to no. The thing with improv, it was fun when I was doing it with like you, Pops, Robbie, because we're from the same world. For those of you who don't know, if you do improv with people from different worlds, when they give you references, you don't know where to improvise.
Yeah.
So the person's like, let's do a scene from Grease Lightning. Then I'm like, when the fuck did I watch that? I'm from Katlehong. Who the fuck
Yeah.
do you think in my house was watching Grease Lightning? How am I going to improvise?
It just happened to me too. Yeah.
So the thing with us is that we had a similar point of reference. I think people of color grow up in similar environments. So even if we don't speak the same exactly or eat the same food, I think like economically we kind of exist in the same spaces, and so there's a common thread. And so it was fun playing with you guys, basically.
Yes, I remember because I remember the one day I went to watch Robbie was on, and then they were playing at the Victory Theatre, and Robbie, but I ever seen someone that does not want to be there.
Oh, really?
100% does not want to be there, but like, they're doing those quick fire, rapid fire games where everybody comes up and they're like, be the world's worst dentist. And then the person comes up and does something, next person, and Robbie just stands there, bro. The whole time doesn't come up. Then you're like, because now I'm watching because I know what's going on. Then I trying to coax him, like, yo, go do one. And Robbie gets up, does one. Then they're doing like Star Wars references, and he's just like, nah, bro. Then afterwards, he's like, yo, but I need to talk to you. I'm like, what's up? But but man, it was so much for him that like he's like, please stay. After the show, we sat for like, bro, I think probably 2 hours outside the theater. Because that theater was and he just unpacked, bro. Like, yo, my man, you don't understand. like these always made it feel like this is like, and this is not the first time. This is like every single time. Like, I don't want to do it. I'm like, then why do you do this? Like, I felt like I didn't have a choice. I can never do it again. But like he felt he needed to get rid of that angst that you know what I mean? It was just too much for him. And he didn't do it again after that though. That was like literally the last time I seen him or any of us do. I think I don't know if I went with you to Sun City. Yes, we went to Sun City together. That was the last time. When they couldn't use the couldn't use the common.
Oh my God. So 2 things you've reminded me of. I miss being on the road. I don't know about everybody watching, like the act of going on a road trip and like the conversations and the music and stopping to get snacks or whatever. Like those are really great moments. Because you get to hang with people, that's a big thing. But when you talk about improv, Robbie's right. He didn't. I think some people just don't like improv. I think what I realized recently, Rich, is a lot of us were just doing things because people were paying us to. But
of course.
we didn't really like the thing, We were just like, I'm free on Thursday. How much? Cool. Hating the gig. But I had to learn how to play with like, just my last improv gig was actually me, Rob van Vieren, and Jem Atkins and Kerry Miller as the host at like the Gateway Hotel. And
yes, I remember that.
Yeah, I never played with any of those people, but I've learned over time like how to kind of feed off people, especially when you're from such different backgrounds. They were all nervous. I was nervous. I never played with them, but it was fine.
Right.
You just gotta commit, you know.
Yeah, but we got derailed when you were I was still asking you what was your what made you get into the whole comedy thing in the first place? What were you did you always want to be on stage performing? Because I know you obviously were studying, you're in varsity, you were trying to do that, and
Yeah.
something obviously bumped your head and you said, you know what, I want to be a clown, on a fool, on the talk shit to people. Something had to have done that to you. What was that moment for you?
So I never wanted to be a comedian or do stand up. I've always liked comedy. I've always been like the funniest guy if I needed to be. But I was at Wits studying quantity surveying. I was in my second or third year, and we'd occasionally go to Cool Runnings in Melville, the underground, which is where I started. It was a great room started by John Christmas. But anyway, in my second or third year, some friends were like, "Hey, we should go do stand up," and I was like, "What?" And they made like the worst kind of a bet is a sportsman's bet, because nothing happens if you win or lose. So it's like, what's the point? Let's
Right.
just say you want to do something instead of making me make a fake bet. And so yeah, kind of August of 2009, somewhere around there, I called Cool Runnings. I went and I did my first slot, and it was okay. But the lady who worked there, Alicia Whitworth, who worked with John Christmas, called me back, and she was like, "Hey, they'd like to see you again." And so that's actually what kept me going, was that phone call, because I was willing to have just done it once and
Oh,
then
right.
kept moving. But that phone call was like, "Oh, I can come back." And then the last thing was, this is so crazy. There was like no money in stand up years ago. For those of you who don't know,
Cool
so I
Runnings was
did
like $20.
dude, it was bad. Yeah, it was bad. I did my third or fourth gig was the end of year at Cool Runnings in Melville, and Tafia walked up to me, and Tafia used to work there and is now as part of this management company. She did a comedy handshake, you know, the one where people give you money. I opened my hand, and it was 100 rand, but this is how I looked at it. I was like, I was like, I'm not paid to tell jokes. Unbelievable. Couldn't
That's
believe
it.
it. And I was
That,
hooked, bro. 100
that
rand. That's how cheap I am.
that changed, but that is a changer. Like that's the mind changer, bro. Like for me, that was like, okay, you can do something then. But we spent a lot of hours, bro. Like
Mm.
we were together. It was, I knew your set, Robbie said, Mojack, Pops said. We all knew each other's sets inside out, bro. Back to back.
Yeah.
I could tell any of your jokes at any of the. You could start a joke and just waking up in the middle of sleep and say, and I'll be able to continue. That's how much we were always together. That's how much we were always performing. And I
Yes.
think I think that was obviously making us better at the thing, because when you come off, you'd be like, because one joke works in one room, then it doesn't work in another room, but you never know why.
Mm.
But the dudes that's watching you is like, yo, bro, you did this thing differently.
Yeah.
You said this and then you said that. You normally say that, then you say this, then you know what I mean? Then you're like, oh shit, I did. Because you think you're
Yeah.
just gonna flex it up a bit.
Yeah, that was like that era of comedy. For those who don't know, we'd all watch each other, and then we'd take notes mentally and then just hand each other notes. So you were always like figuring stuff out and getting really cool bits. And it was a fun time, man. And we were also broke. Like, there's something about being broke that just allows you to have fun. You know, once you have responsibilities, yes, the
Yeah,
fun
bro.
changes.
The
It's
moment you're
like,
like, let me get a cell phone contract, then it all goes
oh
downhill from there.
my God. As soon as you have like 3 debit orders, that's your life fucked. It's like, I used to do crazy shit back in the day, and now like I'm so responsible. I'm trying to behave. It's so exhausting. I'm sick of the shit. Take me back to when I was 19. I could not have given a fuck about anything at 19 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah. It's like let's sit at wish the whole day, and we just used to sit and talk, bro. And then we'd all be freshened up and we'd all meet again at the gig tonight. And then we go do
Yeah.
a gig, and then we sit after the gig and we'll discuss the gig. And then remember we've been to like such crazy places. I remember one night we sat and remember we were sitting on our cell phones and having a cell phone burnout in the room. We all let ourselves out, like, this song's better than that. And you play the
Oh,
song,
yeah.
and like,
Yes.
my song's better than yours, like for hours, bro.
That was we went on the road to Bella Bella.
Yeah,
Warmbad.
yeah.
It is
Sat in the
Warmbad.
room.
Me, you, Robbie Collins, Wade Rose, a friend of ours, and yeah, we DJ'd off cell phones, and we're like, man, this song's better than yours.
Yeah, bro. And now you're there. Now you're writing. You've been doing a lot, bro. You've been able to establish yourself as a solid writer now, which is dope for you and for like the world of entertainment. You've got a
It's
couple nominees. You know what I mean? Are you? Is that your thing now? You think you're gonna lean more to the writing part, or or do you still want to jump on stage? Because I can't wait to get on stage. It's like, where's your heart at right now, bro?
So to be honest with you, I was planning. I've been doing stand up. This would have been my 10th year. So this was going to be a what's the phrase I'm looking for? Like a reevaluation year, you know? I was going to
Oh yeah.
decide if this is where I wanted to be, if I'm happy with where I'm at, if there's anything I still wanted to do in stand up. And I had been gravitating towards directing comedians. That's what I actually want to do next, is direct comedians in terms of their stand up shows. And then eventually, once I start, if I write a feature script, then direct a film or television. But for now, that was the idea. I think now my plan is like, I'm writing some TV shows here and there. But I just want to shoot these specials. I was supposed to do some specials, some DVDs. The plan was to do 4 of them and then never do stand up again. Like record, drop them all, and then never do stand up again, and just direct. And
was that 2020? Was that what you wanted to do in 2020?
That was kind of my 2020 plan, to exit, to be out, to move, but ideally I'd like to play video games for a living. That's actually what I wanted. So if anyone out there works at a gaming company, I just bought a computer. All this, it's a mess. My life is a mess, Rich. I don't know what I want to do.
Did you reshare the take a lot thing? Are you also there to reshare?
Not really. I mean, somebody tagged me, Eric Jansen did, and then I just sent his name. But I was like, I don't. Take a lot should still be in our bad books, guys. They don't support BLM. They don't support people.
Yeah, them and clicks.
Do you know what, bro? If you've ever had cornrows, that clicks thing would have touched you. As someone who had that kind of hair, I was very offended because I've had a blowout. I've had a relax. I was touched by that clicks adverts. So the men who didn't get it, we get it. You've always had S curls and shit. But I had the big cornrows with the braids, and so I was touched by that clicks.
Deeply.
Oh, it did fuck with me, man. I was pissed off. Very upset.
Hey, bro, our time is up, no, G. I think it's just be dope just to catch up with you, my man. But I've spoken to you, like I told you, I need to come and see you in the real world, and it's just not happening, bro. It's just really just not happening. Like when I walk out the house and I get back in, I literally all my clothes I'm wearing, I throw them straight in the washing machine, and I scrub down like those movies where you go like you go and I scrub out. So it's been a little hectic, but I definitely am gonna come check you out. But it's dope to have chatted with you, bro. Thanks for your time. This thing's gonna make traffic. I know that for sure. Everybody who's still here, 12 people. I see 12 people in the numbers there, but I know that's not a true reflection. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Meet up next week, Thursday. Away.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for having me, man. Yes, you're so lekker, man. Yes, you love it.